Hello everyone! In this lesson, we will create this nice swipe hover effect. So when I hover over this link, you can see the background swipe smoothly from left to right, and the color changes to white. And when I hover away, the background swipes to the left again. So let's see how we can do this. Here in my HTML, I will just add an anchor tag and just say hover me. Then I will go to my CSS and add some styles. I will target the link, and I will add some styles to make it look nicer. So I will add text decoration, none, then color, this nice color, font family, sans serif, font size, 40 pixels, border, 3 pixels, solid, and our color, then padding, 40 pixels from top and bottom, and 80 pixels from left and right. Then I will add position, relative, and finally transition, all, 1 second. Now you can see our link is looking much nicer, and we can start working on the swipe effect. So the idea behind this swipe effect is that we will create a before pseudo element that will take up the full width and height of the link. Then we will translate it outside the link, and when hovering over the link, we will remove the translation so that it returns to its place where we can see it. This will make much more sense when we create it together. So I will go right here in my CSS and add a:\before, and then I will make the content empty. Then below that, I will add position, absolute, and then left, 0, and top, 0 as well. Then we need to make it take up the full width and height of our container. So I will add height, 100%, then width, 100%, and I will add background color, our color of course. Then I will add z-index, -1, and I will tell you why we added this in a second. Great! So when you look at the link, you can see the before pseudo element is taking up the whole width and height of the link. And the text has sort of disappeared because it has the same color as the background, so we are not able to see it. So now we want to create this swipe movement from the left. That can be easily done by using the translate function, which I'm sure you remember lets us move the elements around the screen. So I will go right here in the before pseudo element, and I will add transform, translate x, -100%. Now I'm sure you remember that negative values move the elements to the left and positive ones move it to the right. So now you can see the before pseudo element move to the left by 100% of its width. And you can see the text is now appearing right here. Great. So now when hovering over the link, I want 2 things to happen. I want the before pseudo element to go back to its position, and I want the color to change to white. So when hovering over the link, I want to make some changes happen to the before pseudo element. And those changes are getting it back to its position, so I will add transform, translate x, 0, so that it returns back to its original place. And I want this change to happen smoothly, so I will go up here in the pseudo element and add transition, all, 1 second. So now when I go and hover over the link, you can see the background is moving smoothly from the left to its original position. One thing left to do, and that is hiding the background outside the link. And this can be done simply by going to the anchor tag and adding overflow hidden. So now you can see the background isn't visible outside the link anymore, and we've got the effect we want. Finally, we need to change the text color to white when hovering as well. So I will go to my CSS, and when hovering over the link, I want the color to change to white. And this also will happen smoothly, because we added a transition up here in the anchor tag declaration. So now, when I hover over it, you can see the text color is changing to white. Now, as for the Z index I've added right here, I did this because when I created the before pseudo element and gave it the full width and height of the link, the text was hidden behind it, meaning it covered the text. So, for example, if I go and remove it, like so, then hover over the link, you can see the text will be hidden behind the background. So we added it to make the text appear in front of it, so we can see it. Great. So now that we understand the concept behind this swipe movement, we can modify it easily to get different results. So let's say we want the swipe movement to be from the right side, not the left side. We can do this by changing just one line of code. So here in my CSS, I will change the translate X for the background to 100% instead of minus 100%, so that the initial position before I hover over it will be at the right, not at the left. So when I go and hover over the link again, you can see the swipe movement is now from the right side. And let's say we want the swipe to be from top to bottom. So instead of using translate X, we will use translate Y this time. So I will change X to Y, and we want it from top to bottom. So we will say minus 100%, because negative values move elements upward. And again, I will change this X right here to Y. And now you can see, when I hover over the link, the background swipes from top to bottom. So now I want you to play around with those values and create more effects. And feel free to share what you come up with other students in the Q&A section.
Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified with my latest videos and updates.